Hello YouTube, this is Canadian Neo-Frontiersmen, and today we're going to learn how to do some deer scented attractant. So if you did watch my video number 21, you're going to see how I'm doing my deer blend, and the byproduct that it's producing itself is we got some molasses embedded with apple juice. So since I told you, in that video itself, and I do recommend you to watch that video, it is going to be part now of a new video that I'm making, and I'm going to show you exactly, what we're doing with the leftovers of that making itself. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to need that molasses mixed with apple juice. After that, we're going to need a little bit more of apple juice. You will need to go buy yourselves at the Dollar Mart some professional sprayers itself. I am recommending you the good stuff. Don't use the cheap stuff. And this one is green and yellow, so I'm thinking about making stickers on it, which is like the John Deere or John fucking Deere logo. So anyway, that's a little thing. You're gonna need also some corn. What it's gonna be done itself basically is that the corn is going to produce another byproduct, so which is great. So there will be no leftovers out of this video that I'm making right now. So we're going to use the corn, we're going to boil it inside apple juice itself, and we're going to mix also the molasses juice, and it's going to do corn scented apple juice, molasses scented also juice that we're going to be able to spray wherever we want. So a lot of guys last year, we had some discussion on privately owned discussion, in between hunters, different places, and I made a bunch of these and I gave it to them, and guess what? All of them itself, some of them sprayed them on carrots. They had some carrots itself, and deers wouldn't dare to touch them, and guess what? The carrots, the next morning itself, they were all gone. And well, I got a few folks who have been able to kill with that scent. So they said to me basically, they said, I don't know what you got inside of it, but looks like it worked, because they were in a herd a little bit further down in the back, and suddenly it came, and I've been able to make my kill shot. For myself also it did work. So anyway, it doesn't need, sometimes like we all know, it doesn't need to come out from a wild hunting store itself to work 100% of the time itself. So this is why I'm giving you my tips, I'm giving you my advice and my ideas itself into it. The idea came, and I need to tell you, the idea came from a young kid itself that was basically boiling corn with water, and I was looking at his video, his YouTube video. I'm gonna post it down below, because that kid needs to have some thumbs up a little bit, so if you can go to his channel and give him some thumbs up. But I basically, I took the idea there, I spin it a little bit, and I said, what about using apple juice instead of water, and why not? I was having that product last year, and I said I'm going to use it also. So let's mix everything all together, and it did work. So anyway, so we're going to start. So I'm going to show you the ingredients. I'm doing it, and what you're going to need, as material. Here itself, you're going to need a pan, okay? And I do recommend you to use some aluminum foil, because once everything is going to be drenched and everything is going to be boiling, I'm going to put the corn inside a recipient, and we're going to boil it with apple juice. After that, we will need to reheat those corn, and it's going to do apple scented corn. So this is why I'm using it. For the apple juice, the recommendation right now is use the cheapest apple juice that you can use. Okay, it's just for the smell of it. That's my old molasses with apple juice sprayers. Like I said, buy the good stuff. And for corn, it's just regular unscented corn that I was using. And what's great about that corn, it's still got some, you can see the powder right there. Okay, so definitively we want to have that, because it's going to bring more smell into it. And we're going to use this recipient, which is the one that I've been given by my father, and we're using it for spaghetti sauce usually. So, okay, let's start with the real deal. I know that people are, what you want to do is you want to put the corn first inside of it. You don't want to have too much corn. You don't want to have too much corn, because the thing that it's going to do is, once it's going to boil, you want to have some space to be able, you know, to have circulation of your boiled apple juice. And after, we're going to put some apple juice. Okay, the thing that I want to show you guys is when you're putting the apple juice inside of it. Okay, there you go. We got enough. You just want to cover it so everything's going to be drenched, and that's it, okay? You don't want to have, you just want to be able to have it, you know, until it's totally soaked up, and that's it. That's the only thing that you want to have. What you're going to understand is that the corn is going to drink your apple juice, basically, okay? It's going to, the corn will want to rehydrate itself, so you have to watch your level just to make sure that you got, you know, that kind of toppy level, okay? Okay guys, so it's starting back to boil, so what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna start the timer, and we're gonna put it approximately 3 minutes just to drench it a little bit. We don't want to boil too much because we don't want to lose too much of apple juice inside of it. Okay guys, so I'm stopping the timer. We're going to retrieve everything, and we're going to put it on the side like that. So basically all the apple juice is going to go back. All the apple juice is going to go back into the tank. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the next step. So we're taking this, we're going to put it away a little bit. Just going to add more apple juice to this. Just going to stir it. Okay, you don't want to have, there's some kind of a goo in, you know, there's some kind of a goo, you know, in the back of the molasses. And you just want to make sure that if there is going to be some, it has to be very light, because it's going to clog your sprayers. So I don't want to use it too much. I don't want to use that goo. I want to use the juice, which got the smell, but I don't want to use the rest of it. Okay, and we're basically done. So I'm just going to cut the heat. I I got my bottle that I removed my cap. Just gonna rinse it. And after I got the juice, I'm gonna put chrome. And notice that the way that I'm used to this. So when you're doing it, you want to bring your bottle, you know, next close to it. But notice that the juice is gonna come out, you know, and so you're gonna make your wife happy because you know you're using basically the kitchen, but you're not spilling everything everywhere. So it's just a small tip that I'm giving you guys with this. And it's going to produce you about 739 milliliters, which is 25 ounce. And you want to let it on the side here because you want it to cool it down. So you want to cool it down. So guys, this is our final product. So we got the Attractant itself in 4 equal bottle itself. It's 25 ounces. And I've been able to do the calculation and I was right on the money. So I'm happy about it. I got 4 more which I can give to people or I can sell it or whatsoever. So anyway, it's all good. So just letting you know. Now, just gonna show you, you know, what we're gonna do with this. So that little corn that we got right there. So we're just gonna basically, you know, put it on a plate and we're gonna heat it. Okay, so while this is basically cooling off, if it's too hot itself and I'm putting the lids on it, it's going to shrink and it's going to destroy everything. So right now I got 2 plates right there. I got aluminum foil. So I'm going to put it there. And we're going to reheat everything. Put it on a pan. And basically it's going to cool down. And this is going to be premium corn. So I don't want to have too much on the plate. Because if I got too much, it will not dry itself properly in the oven. Okay. Okay, basically what I did is I set my temperature at 250 and we're going to put everything back in the oven. So we're going to have 2 plates. I'm going to put 2 plates in it. Okay, second pan. And you're going to do that process, you know, until you got no corn left. Smells good, man. Can't tell you. Apple juice with the corn. Bah! And when you're mixing the molasses in it, you got something right there. Right? There we go. Okay. And like I said, guys, this, you don't want to burn it. You just want to remove a little bit of moisture inside of it. That's it. Okay, and even if it's still a little bit wet, it's not wet, completely wet, but just, you know, you can feel it a little bit when it's hot and steam is still coming out. That's perfect itself. That's where we want to have it. Okay. And while we're waiting, well, you don't want to leave this mess, you know, inside the kitchen. So think about everybody else in the family and just wash the dishes. Everybody's gonna thank you for it. All right. So another tip. To keep love in your family. Okay, now we're going to discuss a little bit of philosophy of usage with the spray. I'm going to give you a few tips. Okay, you can basically with this product, you can basically put it on bait. Okay, like if you got carrots or something like that, you can do it. You can put it there. After that, you can leave a scent trail to a new site. If you got new salt block, you can put some scent on it. You can put it on leaves also, because what's nice about this product is that it is it's sticking basically. The amidon and the molasses is so syrupy that it's sticking on branches and on stuff like that. So it's foliage. So it's gonna, with the wind and everything, it's gonna produce a draft. So you can basically, you know, put it wherever you want, you know, the spot that you want, and you got the intention. You can put it on a rag if you want to, and you can use, you know, the nozzle, you know, to spray wide or spray, you know, just one shot if you want to. So there's different philosophy of usage into it. So I do recommend you, you know, to use it at your own discretion. Do whatever you want. You know, I'm just, you know, have fun and use it. You will see, you know, the difference into it. So I thank you very much, you know, for watching this video. I hope so that you did enjoy it. Please put some thumbs up and subscribe for new tricks and tips and from Canadian Neo-Frontiersmen. So I hope so that everything's going to do well in your hunt, and I hope so also that everything is going well in your life. All right, wishing you best of all lucks from Canada. Thanks.